cold beer, hot chicks, both feel good when they hit your lips.
The new 98.9 Nash icon. It's Adam Webster playing the songs that made country great and today's best new country as well. 7:40 Thursday morning. That was Bret Michaels, his latest called Girls on Bars. And Bret's coming back to Webster Lake this weekend, and he's on the telephone right now. Good morning, man.
Thank you for having me on. This is going to be awesome. And back at Indian Ranch on Sunday, it is going to be unbelievable.
Now, Bret, I spend my days working with the American Diabetes Association, and I manage the Central Massachusetts Step Out Walk to Stop Diabetes. And diabetes is something that you've been dealing with since you were a child.
Absolutely. As a lifelong diabetic myself, I'm type 1. I do 5 shots a day since I've been 6 years old. This was huge for me. It's a benefit for Barton Center for Diabetes Research, and many of my friends that I grew up with that have suffered from it or passed away from it. This is such an amazing cause. And for me, I get the best of both worlds. I get to play music. I get to show people that diabetes has not gotten me down. And while we're looking for research, we can manage it and do the best we can with it.
When my wife and I went to see you a few years back at Indian Ranch, you told me that as difficult as it is growing up with diabetes, and it is difficult, you never let it stop you from living. And that's something that your dad instilled in you in a very young age.
When I first got it at 6, he said, Bret, look, here's the thing. You're going to be able to do football, baseball, basketball, ride motorcycles, play music. You can do what you want. You're just going to have to work twice as hard to get half as far.
So I grew up with you listening to Poison, and even back then you would always wear a cowboy hat, but in recent years you've actually started to record some country music.
Yeah, I've had a #1 hits in pop and rock, and now with Keeping My Fingers Crossed, I've crossed into top 40 country several times. But hopefully with the new song Girls on Bars, people get a chance to see the video. And it's just I consider it just a good, fun summer song.
Well, looking forward to hearing you play it on the lake in Webster this Sunday at Indian Ranch. Speaking with Bret Michaels. In addition to music, you've done some television as well. You had that Rock of Love where you're meeting all the different girls on MTV. And then Donald Trump invites you on Celebrity Apprentice. And this is right after you went through a brain hemorrhage. You went through a really serious medical condition and once again came out on top.
They had done heart surgery, brain surgery, all this crazy stuff. And to be able to win Celebrity Apprentice in my professional life, and that was a great day, considering my dad has always and my mom instilled in me a hard work ethic, and I think that was an amazing moment.
Bret, through my work with the American Diabetes Association, I've met a lot of families with children affected by type 1 diabetes. Many of them are listening right now. You were diagnosed at 6 years old. You grew up with type 1 diabetes. You deal with it to this day. Your advice to these children and their parents who are listening right now on 98.9 Nash Icon.
The one thing you need to accept with this disease, it's the card you've been dealt. And as tough as it is, you just got to be tougher and not let the self-pity part of it get you down. This concert is going to be a blast, but we're going to raise a lot of money for a great cause.
All right, this Sunday afternoon, Indian Ranch on Webster Lake. Bret Michaels, I look forward to seeing the show on Sunday, man. Thanks.
Thank you for having me on, and thanks for your energy, and I will see everyone out there. Last year there was completely ridiculously jam-packed party, and we're going to do the same thing this summer.
Never know how.
Few things in life